Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 wealthiest digital artists in 2022 so far. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. There is little doubt that 2022 will be the year of digital art, as much has changed in the world and paintings or arts have joined it. Things used to be done by painting on paper, but as the world has become increasingly online, so has art, which means that there is now a group of people known as digital artists who display their artworks online and earn money. The digital artists come from various countries and continents, and have mastered the digital media to display their artistic abilities. Because of their expertise in depicting human emotions online, these wealthiest digital artists are now an inspiration to aspiring and rising artists. Art can be imaginative, horrifying, whimsical, or even breathtaking at times, but these digital painters masterfully polish it to the fullest. Digital artists have defied convention after convention in order to boldly enter new frontiers and leave their mark. They have now stepped into the digital world with their unique styles to become the finest in the world due to their many years of art perfection and traditional skills. One thing that distinguishes digital arts in 2022 is that, as a result of the advent of Bitcoin, a new type of art known as NTFS has emerged, allowing digital artists to make artwork online and auction it off. Several digital artists have made a lot of money from home only through the Bitcoin space. The top 10 wealthiest digital artists in 2022 are as follows. Number 10. Richard Prince. Richard Prince is an American painter and photographer who has lived and worked in the area since 1975. When Prince's photograph Untitled Cowboy, a rephotographing of a photograph taken naturally by Sam Abel and taken from a cigarette advertisement, was auctioned at Christie's, New York in 2005, it was the first rephotograph to raise more than $1 million. This visual artist is recognized as one of the most respected artists of his time, according to the New York Times. Prince caused a stir in 2017 when he returned a $36,000 payment he received in 2014 for his portrayal of Ivanka Trump. Number 9. Gerhard Richter. Gerhard Richter is a German graphic artist who has a net worth of $40 million. To date, Richter has created abstract and photorealistic paintings, as well as portraits and glass works. You can see how, like Picasso and Jean Arp, his work challenges the artist's dedication to a single unified style. In 2012, Richter's abstracts build set an auction record for a painting by a living artist, earning $34 million. In 2013, Richter's 1968-piece Domplatz, Mailand was sold in New York for $37.1 million, breaking the previous record. This was then eclipsed in 2015, when his artwork Abstracts Build was sold for a record-breaking $44.52 million at Sotheby's Contemporary Evening Sale in London. The constant rise in the value of his paintings at sale demonstrates how affluent this German painter is. Number 8. Antony Gormley. Antony Gormley is a well-known graphic artist with a fortune of $50 million. One of his most well-known works is The Angel of the North, a public sculpture in Gateshead, England, which was appointed in 1994 and erected in 1998. In 2008, Antony Gormley was voted number 4 on the Daily Telegraph's list of the 100 most important persons in British society, raising his reputation even more. He is one of the world's wealthiest digital artists in 2022. Number 7. Takashi Murakami. Takashi Murakami is a Japanese contemporary artist who has a net worth of $100 million. This visual artist makes a living by working in both fine arts and media, such as sculpture and painting, such as merchandise, fashion, and animation. Murakami is noted for his ability to blur the lines between high and low art. Takashi Murakami is also the creator and president of Kaikai Kiki Company, Limited, through which he mentors and organizes the Gaisai biannual art fair. Number 6. David Hockney. David Hockney is an internationally recognized English painter, printmaker, draftsman, stage designer, and photographer who has worked for over 5 decades. He is also considered one of the most influential British artists of the 20th century, having made substantial contributions to the pop art movement of the 1960s. Because he has a magnificent home and studio in Kensington, London, as well as 2 properties in California, where he has lived on and off for more than 30 years, Hockney's net worth may be assessed. In 2012, Hockney, who is worth $150.2 million, donated paintings to the David Hockney Foundation valued $124.2 million. He has contributed an additional $1.2 million to the foundation's work in cash. Number 5. Chuck Close. Chuck Close is a well-known American painter, graphic artist, and photographer who is most known for his large-scale portraits, which helped him establish himself as a photorealist. The visual artist has been paralyzed by a devastating vertebral artery failure since 1988, but he has continued to draw and create art that has been gathered by museums and collectors. Close is best known for his abstract portraits of himself and others, which may be found in museums around the world. Close also creates picture portraits based on his ideas with a very big format camera. The fact that his work is in the collections of the majority of the world's best modern art museums, including the Tate Modern in London, the Centre Georges Pompidou in Paris, and the Walker Art Center in Minneapolis, demonstrates Close's richness. Number 4. David Choe. With a net worth of $200 million, David Choe is a wealthy Korean-American figure painter, graffiti artist, muralist, and graphic novelist. David's figure paintings, which deal with themes of degradation, passion, and affection, have a raw, frenzied sound that he refers to as dirty style. The shares of this visual artist were valued at around $200 million on the eve of Facebook's IPO in 2012. Longtime fan Sean Parker commissioned him to paint graphic sexual murals in the interior of Facebook's initial Silicon Valley office in 2005. Then Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg commissioned him to make commerce murals for their next location in 2007. Despite his belief that Facebook's economic model is ridiculous and pointless, Choe elected to earn company stock rather of cash for the original Facebook murals. On the eve of Facebook's IPO in 2012, his shares were worth around $200 million. Number 3. Jeff Koons. Jeff Koons is a well-known American artist recognized for his works of ordinary objects and partnerships with well-known cultural icons. His ingenuity is demonstrated by stainless steel balloon animals with mirror-finish surfaces. Koons has a net worth of $500 million and divides his time between New York City and York, Pennsylvania, where he was born. Koons has donated $50,000 to Correct the Record, a super PAC that assisted Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign, as a result of his vast wealth. He is undoubtedly one of the world's wealthiest digital artists in 2022. Number 2. Anish Kapoor. Since the 1970s, British sculptor Anish Kapoor has lived and worked in London. He was born in the Indian city of Bombay. For his extraordinary efforts in the region, the Indian government awarded him the Padma Bhushan, India's third highest civilian accolade, in 2012. Kapoor was recently declared the $1 million Genesis Award winner. This award honors those who have attained global recognition and distinction in this field, and whose achievements indicate a commitment to Jewish values, the Jewish community, and the State of Israel. He is one of the world's top 10 richest digital artists in 2022. Number 1. Damien Hirst. Damien Hirst is an English musician, art collector, and entrepreneur, and he is the richest digital artist in the world in 2022, with a net worth of $700 million. Hirst is the most well-known member of the Young British Artists, or YBAs, a group of artists who dominated the UK art scene in the 1990s. This visual artist is well known around the world, and is the richest living artist in the United Kingdom, according to the 2010 Sunday Times Rich List, with a fortune of £215 million. In 1995, Hirst was awarded the Turner Prize. He was offered the opportunity to represent the United Kingdom at the Venice Biennale in 1999 or to become a Royal Academician, but he declined. Hirst was one of the British culture giants chosen by artist Sir Peter Blake to feature in a new version of his album cover for the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band in 2012, as part of a project to honor the British cultural characters he most admires. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.